afternoon to each one of you. This is CA Shah from APMH Accounting and Consultancy Services, Bahrain. APMH is a consulting firm with its head office in Mumbai. It's a part of Moore's role in Asia Pacific Accounting Network. APMH team has a good network of connections across GCC region due to its presence since 2018. Now, I would like to introduce CA Mitesh Katira. CA Mitesh is a distinguished professional who has played a pivot role as a partner at APMH and contributing over 2 decades of expertise to drive the firm's vision and strategy. His vision has taken the firm to a global platform with a setup in the Middle East and outsourcing for USA and UK. His extensive background in internal audits, mergers and acquisitions, digital transformation, MIS automation, management dashboards, and ERP consulting uniquely positions him to explore the practical integration of AI into the integrated workings of his office. Mitesh has been a prominent speaker at various professional, business, trade, and industry forums, including distinguished platforms such as the Chamber of Tax Consultants, ICAI, GSPTM, Pharma Machinery Manufacturers Association, MIDC, BNI, TAB, and many more. His participation in these forums reflects not only his expertise, but also his dedication to contributing to the broader professional and industrial discourse. In addition to his professional achievements, CA Mitesh Katira is deeply committed to personal passions, creating a holistic perspective that underscores his dedication to the well-being of individuals and communities. His interests range from philosophical pursuits such as Bhagavad Gita and Sanskrit to practical endeavors like natural farming, village empowerment, and homeschooling. Notably, Mitesh has goals beyond personal exploration and actively shares his insights. He writes a regular blog called Krishna Kaur on LinkedIn, where he covers the tactics of Gita, teachings of Gita, and applies them to day-to-day business challenges. This initiative showcases his commitment to bridging the gap between timeless wisdom and contemporary business practices. Please join me to welcome CA Mitesh Katira. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Keda, for this introduction. Uh, uh, Very good evening, good afternoon to all of you who have joined from far and wide, from Mumbai. My friends, lot of Vijay ji, all other friends are seen on the screen already. So it is an amazing evening, and we thought that it is a good idea to discuss this topic with our friends in Bahrain, in Middle East, because very recently ChatGPT is live in Bahrain. I heard only 1 week or 10 days have passed when people of Bahrain are able to access to this amazing tool and capability of AI. Just touching the surface, scratching the surface actually, and lot more can be done with AI. That is what today's topic is. We are going to cover uh, few things which are of great interest to everyone and would touch everyone's day-to-day working style and change things on day-to-day basis for all of us. So it is going to help our staff, our team members, ourselves, and also to our colleagues, peers, friends, as to how this AI is going to change the life for all of us. So it is of great value. I also requested few of the members in BNI and other friends that you should also try and enroll your staff or team members to participate in the session so that they can also get enlightened, who actually work on day-to-day basis for the company, and it will add real value to them. This is my sixth or seventh session on AI. I traveled a lot to talk about AI in various forums of our institute and our professional bodies, industry bodies. And then I thought it is a good idea that we only hold a webinar for our customers, our friends, and our connects in various part of the world, including Moores Roland. I think one or two people from Moores Roland have also joined. So that was the idea. Here we'll keep it a bit generic and interesting for all of you to pick up. I will just start recording. I don't mind. I hope you don't mind doing the recording of this session, uh, because we want it for a long-term archival, and we want to put it online so that people can refer it whenever they want. So with this, I would like to just put up my PPT or presentation for a quick review. Although presentation is just uh, a starting point, we will go directly to the tools. We'll discuss the tools, the practical aspects, hands-on. So if you have computers, laptops, or mobile phones, it will be great so that you can also try certain prompts and do certain exercises in the process. Although the timeline is kept at 2 hours, we will keep it short, say 1 hour, 20 minutes, 1 hour, 30 minutes at the most, because we want to take up a lot of questions. So feel free that whatever questions come to your mind during the discussion, put it in the chat box or in the question answer box. We will pick it up as and when it flows. Although this is my sixth, seventh session, I wrote an article also for the Bahrain chapter of Institute on this topic. So I can tell you that most of the questions would be addressed while the presentation gets over. So if you have some patience, we will cover all the questions. But if you have any specific questions, feel free. We will keep on looking at the box and see if we can cover in the process. With this, let's get on the subject proper of leveraging AI for various aspects of our office. I would like to have a quick poll before we jump into the subject. Uh, I would like to know how many of you have ever heard about AI. Just put yes in the chat box. Yes, most of us are saying that they have heard about AI, and I'm getting a lot of yeses. Now my question is, again, keep your finger on the chat box so that we come to know. And Keta is going to actually, you know, um, count how many people have shown interest in the process and also participated in the activity. Uh, we will ask the second question, that how many of you have ever used any AI? And if you have used any AI, what is that AI? Just type the name of the AI if you have used. If you have not used, it's okay. You can say that I have not used, I have just heard about AI. That's also okay. Okay. Most of us have heard about AI. Say 100% of us have heard about AI. But I think one or two only have actually used Chat GPT or Mid Journey, little bit of Chat GPT. Okay. So yeah. Now my third question is, how many of us who have ever used AI? Oh wow, Stable Diffusion, Leonardo. Wow. So if you have used AI, how many times in a day? How many of us have used AI every hour? Oh, Vijay ji has used Bard. Okay, Chat GPT, Ahmed, great. How many of us use AI every hour? None of us, right? So daily, okay. So someone is using daily, occasionally, evenings after office. Oh, okay. It's an entertainment tool, it looks like. So, yes. So how now my question will flip. I will ask that how many of you or how many of us have used WhatsApp every hour? Okay. So I think 100% of us will say that we use every hour WhatsApp. In fact, many of us will say, ask a different question. How many of us don't use WhatsApp every hour, right? So that is the frequency at which the habits and the behaviors change. If I ask the same question 5 years back, most of us would have said, I use WhatsApp occasionally. Or 10 years back, they would have said, like in Chat GPT case, they would have said that I use WhatsApp once in a while. Okay, but now they are using every hour, every minute. So similarly, the implementation of AI is also going to go that deep, and it is going to change the behavior to the great extent, and people will actually start loving to use AI every minute or every half an hour or every 1 hour. That is kind of prediction that I am making, because I can see the power, the raw power that AI brings on table for everyone. Now, I would ask one more question, and there is an answer hidden in it. How many of us actually, what you call, think that AI can be used only by people who know coding or who are technocrats? How many of us feel that the AI is a technocrat's activity and not an activity of someone who doesn't know the technology? Most of us will say yes, that need of knowing technology and interest is very important, but that is not the truth. AI can be used by anyone and everyone, the old and the young, the office going and the homemakers, the kids and the women, the ministers and the paupers. Everyone can use AI. So in that manner, everyone comes on same platform of knowledge, as is available to A, is available to B, is available to C. So with this, we will get into subject proper. Potential areas of AI implementation in your office, in your work, in your R&D, in your analysis, in your research, in your day-to-day life. What are the areas? So when we look at the list of areas, I can tell you, okay, so we have touched the number of 30 people now in the group. Thank you all for making it happen today. I'm very, very pleased and happy to connect with everyone. Um, and I will be very grateful to the Almighty if I can help every one of you in whatever manner possible, and make your lives easier and interesting and uh, happier. Okay, so potential areas of technology are technical, communication, marketing, human resource, technology. You name it and you have it, right? Technical means if a hotel industry person or a restaurant industry person, for him, technical is menu, the technical is recipe, the technical is how to clean bathrooms and toilets, and how to arrange and organize furniture in the hotel or restaurant to make it more interesting, and so on. Right? For accountant, it would be finance accounting standards or VAT or assurance standards, or how to handle an assurance engagement, and so on. For someone like a pet store company or a medical company, it would be technical in the form of what are the anatomy, physiology in a certain situation, what is the knowledge base required to handle a particular disease, what are the diagnostic readings looking like, what is the outcome of a diagnostic reading, and so on, which are the medicines to be prescribed, etc. Communication. Now, here I have a question for everyone. Again, I am trying to keep everyone a bit engaged, because the conversation is going to take some kind of focus for everyone to pick up. I know it is 3 to 5, so it is odd time for Bahrain people in that sense. But if you can focus, it will be very, very interesting. So communication, I think, I want a quick poll on communication. What do you think is your time spent between your technical work, your core work, and communication today? Okay, so I will say my core work and communication is 30/70. So 30% is core work and 70% is communication. So if everyone can punch in their core work vis-a-vis communication into the chat box, that is 30/70 or 20/30 or 50/50 or you are 70/30, 80/20, it will be very interesting for me to see the statistics. Okay, 40/60, 60/40, 30/70, 20/80. Wow. So most of us actually think that the communication is taking more time than the core work. So core work is very small portion of entire work. So imagine if the AI can save your 20, 25% or 30% of your time in communication, how much time you will save overall? So your overall saving, only if you improve your communication, will go up drastically and you will benefit from this session immediately. Okay, so great. So most of us think that communication takes more time. I will tell you one statistics that I had referred to, wherein it is said that as the man grows or as the human being grows from being a junior executive to a managing director of a company, the percentage of his communication time goes up and his core activities come down, right? So if you are a junior team member, your 60% 50% time would be spent on core work and 50% on your communication. But if you are a very junior assistant, your time will be 80% on actual core work and 20% on communication. But reverse is also true. When you become a managing director or a partner of an organization, your communication becomes 80% and your real work remains 20%. So can an AI take away my communication headache? Then the third is marketing. Who doesn't want marketing? If you look at everyone and all of us, we are all hungry of marketing. It is not only sales that matters. It matters when you connect with people, you connect with team members, you connect with vendors, you connect with uh, your own colleagues and friends. All the time you are marketing. Everyone, it is said jokingly that everyone who wears a shirt is trying to market himself in one way or the other. So marketing is like a lifeblood of human being. In fact, a baby cries to call his mother and feed him at earliest levels, and that cry is like a marketing, wherein he is saying that, please come and feed me. So that is the starting point from when the marketing starts. So can AI reduce your time on marketing? Can your marketing funnel get automated? Can your social media posts or thought process can be automated, structured? Can your um, can your posters, banners, your WhatsApp notes be automated? All these questions can be easily answered when we go along with the session. Then fourth aspect is human resource. I met maximum people who are entrepreneurs, businessmen, and I've found that most of us are suffering from one common thing. We are not able to get right people. This is becoming a big trend all across the industry, all across businesses, all across various entrepreneurs, all across startups, and so on, right? You ask the richest person in this world and you ask the poorest person in the world, what is your problem in the business? He will say, I'm not getting right people, right? So people getting right people at right time, at right price is becoming a big problem. Can an AI either reduce my need for human resources, or can an AI actually help me get right people at right time, at right price? So this is the moot question that we are trying to answer in this session. And lastly, technology. Now, technology has become integral part of our day-to-day working, be it architect, be it accountant, be it stock markets guy. Everyone uses technology in one form or the other. Now, the question is, can the coding ever go away? Can everything get simplified and no code? Can I imagine and create a software? Right? These are the questions that keep on coming in my mind because I am a technology enthusiast and always kind of keep on researching something or the other on the technology aspect. And technology, although I am an accountant by qualification, I am a technologist by heart because I love technology so much, I keep on researching on something or the other all the while on the go, on the wherever I go, right? So this was my question, and I am sure all the businesses at whatever level and scale would think that I need a software which can do this for me, or I need a tool which can reduce this work for me, or I need some system which can take away the burden of this activity which is taking maximum of my time and adding minimum value. So everyone needs some technological breakthrough. And can AI take away your technology burden? Can AI help you in Excel, PowerPoint, Word documents, PDFs, your day-to-day working on websites? Can it scrap data from various sources for you, and so on? So this is the fifth question. So these are the potential areas that we will discuss. I am given to understand from the base that we made that most of us are entrepreneurs, businessmen, and want to grow their sales, grow their business, get right people in the system, become technologically or technically advanced in their own core areas, be it architecture, be it stock market, be it accounting, be it tax, or whatever area or whatever domain you are belonging to, your restaurants, your hotels, clinics, medicines, whatever you do, you should be looking like a tycoon, a very, very matured person in your own industry. So these are certain things. If they happen in synchronization, the business grows, the ROI increases. And can the AI actually help you do this? Right. So these are the questions that we are trying to today address. I will take you through a lot of case studies today's presentation. So the intention is to make you understand the importance or the moot question or the problem statement with which we can start discussing about the AI. Because once we understand the moot question, the moot problem, we can start solving it. Right? So my next question to people who have actually used AI in whatever form and manner before, if you can, or if you can kindly think through and tell us a few uh, areas or few aspects on which the AI is better than human being. Come on, let's take this challenge. Yes, anyone? Okay, design, image. Wow, super. What else? Communication. Okay, data analysis. Okay, super. What are the traits which are in AI which actually are required for a human being but they don't possess? Marketing is most important item. Yes, I agree to Ahmed. Yes. Super. So let's look at this slide before we do anything else. That is benefits. So AI has got one benefit, which is mood swings, right? Like when you look at people, the biggest concern is they have family members at home, they have kids, they have spouses, they have father-in-law, mother-in-law, all sorts of people in the family, and they get on mood swings. So in the morning, you are very fresh, interesting, discussing, thinking, ideas, thoughts, but suddenly the boredom creeps in the afternoon and you say, I am bored, I am not in the mood to discuss. But in case of AI, this doesn't happen. Next is drafting quality of AI is very good. Most of the time, we know the concepts, the thoughts and ideas, but we don't know how to draft them, right? Many of us come from what you call vernacular language backgrounds, and it is becoming very, very difficult for us to grasp English as a language and talk, deliver, think through while talking and make the maximum out of what we are discussing. So this tool can take away a lot of burden of expressing ourselves in right manner with the help of good English. Third is English, or maybe now slowly many other languages in which the AI is already coming. Third is speed of content creation. Uh, it is really amazing to see how fast an AI can create things. An AI can write poems, an AI can think through various aspects of a presentation, an AI can develop a thought process in which you can talk to a CEO or a CFO of a company and tell him what products you are selling. An AI can make a audit plan for us people like auditors. An AI can draw things like SOP. Someone rightly said, an AI can do a lot of fast content creation at the speed of our imagination. Many times we think through lot of things. हम बहुत सारी बातों के बारे में सोचते हैं, हम लोग बहुत सारी बातें सोचते हैं, we think lot of things, but when it comes to putting them in words, we stop ourselves. There are many intellectual people who can't express themselves because the words are falling short of what they want to say. But the AI can take away that load. Then ideas to think through. AI can give you a lot of ideas to think through an area which is completely new to you. Correct tone of communication. It can improve and help us do right tone of communication. Many times we want to be informal and friendly, but we become formal and talk like a formal person. This is a common problem for office going people who come from office in the evening, but they can't change the tone with their kids. They keep on telling him or her like they are talking to their subordinates or bosses. So this is the kind of, and similarly, when you go from home to office, your tone doesn't change from being a father or a mother or a sister or a husband or a wife, and it continues to be consistent with the tone like you used at your home. So that those risks of human beings are always there, which the AI can take away. So you can tell him or him, the AI, that you want this particular formal tone, you want to use informal friendly tone, you want to use a strict tone, you want to communicate in a certain manner in which it creates impact and it will do the job. Last is predictability. And I am sure Vijay ji and other people who are doing a lot of work in stock markets would be interested in predictability. In fact, who is not interested in predictability? Everyone wants to know what is my sale going to be if it was so much in last 3 quarters. Everyone wants to know what will my profit be like, looking like when the profit in last 4 quarters was like this. Everyone wants to find out whether the JN1 variant will hit as hard as the corona first variant that hit us. Everyone wants to predict. Look at the rush that you can see in the astrologer's home, right? Because everyone wants to predict, everyone wants to know what next, what is going to happen with India and the Australia match and so on, right? So AI can do a lot of work on predictions. This is becoming a core area of AI. Now, there were three concepts which we were discussing in the past. One, past 3-4 years actually. One was business intelligence, that is BI, and in the form of Power BI and other softwares. Another thing that we were discussing very vigorously for so many years now was with regards to the data analytics, which is taking away a lot of headache from the management and shifting the burden of decision making on the data and making the data more and more interesting and predictable would take away the burden of planning, thinking through, and making the what if analysis. Second aspect that we were discussing was the robotic process automation. So in future, how an algorithmic trading will happen with a strategy given to the robot. Another thing which we were discussing is how the work of an accountant will be taken away and will be done by a robot. The accounting, can it be done by a robot? It can pick up the invoice, it can analyze and read the data in through the OCR, and can it convert it into a ledger entry or a journal entry and also create an invoice and send it to the customer. Not only that, also after sending it, follows up for payments, right? Can a robot take away that job? So these were two things which were data analytics in the form of BI and robotic process automation in the form of technology or anything that we do. Can the robots take away these jobs? So in both these cases, Actually, now people are worried whether AI will take away or circumvent or transform both these lines, that is robotic process automation as well as data analytics. Both will get into sync with AI and they will be churned inside AI's rolling out. That is the kind of power that AI is going to bring on table. Although as of now, the limitation of AI is it is on the text, image, audio, video, etc. presentations, more knowledge focused, more information focused, not on physical side that is doing something like welding, shuttering, bolting, nutting, creating food, printing, 3D printing, all those areas are still to be explored. But the point is when it comes to text, when it comes to reading, when it comes to content, can the AI take away all the load? Is the question that we have to look at. So this is very, very interesting area, and I am very, very excited as to this is how this is going to transform. So I've created a lot of case studies in past 6 months of usage with the help of 3, 4 applications, and we will run through few applications. Before jumping into it, sorry, before jumping into it, I would like to ask one question to all the people on the board to answer this, that if say Keta has a AI tool and Mitesh has a AI tool and say Manoj or Yogesh or Vinita or Hussein or Narayan, Vijay all have the same AI tool, all these become all these people become similarly powerful or differentially powerful. That means all of them will have same capability, or will still there be any difference between A, B, C, D or E, F, G for that matter? Come on, I want to see your answers in the chat. Different, of course. Okay, depends. Okay, will be different. Okay. Now my question is, why will Keta and Vijay and Mitesh will be different if they have same tool and same capability and same accessibility? What is the difference? Yes. So someone said rightly, in fact, few of us already said rightly, is prompt. So what you ask is what you get, right? We are saying that it is garbage in, garbage out. What you feed is what is the output you get. So if you feed in information in a particular manner, you will get information in an output in a particular manner. Someone said rightly in the IT language, he said garbage in is equal to garbage out. If you put in garbage, you will get garbage. So AI is a very powerful assistant, but he is not a very powerful owner. So owner is Yogesh or Mitesh or Manoj or Keta or Akshay or Vijay or Sumit or Anand, GS or your Maruf. Yeah. So they are the boss. If they feed the data into AI in a certain manner, they will get certain outputs. So I would rather say that there is a new science that is getting evolved with the advent of AI, and that science is nothing but prompt engineering. What is it? It is prompt engineering. What is prompt engineering? How do you tell AI as to what you want as an output is the prompt engineering. How do you put across your ideas or thoughts to an AI is the prompt engineering. Does it mean that prompt engineering is a coding science like Python or SQL or C++? The answer is no. It is natural language which we have to tell the AI, but in a certain manner, right? So this is one of the very big differentiator. ये बड़ा differentiator है आपके और दूसरों के बीच में. So we will have to quickly see how a prompt is to be given to AI before actually talking about anything else in AI. And this being the initial session and only 1 or 2 weeks have passed when Middle East started using ChatGPT and other AI engines, it is right time when we discuss about this to ourselves, to our team members, and make them aware about this transformation that is coming in big way and changing the things that are going to happen over a period of time. So let's look at the concepts of prompt engineering. I'm sure this will actually be adding a lot of value in the way we look at things. So here I would like to acknowledge all of you who have come here. Most of us are connected and known to each other, but I am available on LinkedIn, so feel free to get connected on LinkedIn. By the way, this is my passion more than profession, and I am very, very keen and happy to see to it that maximum people take the advantage of this change and become the first runners in this transformation that is going to come. For our firm itself, we conducted more than 6 sessions, internal sessions, apart from 6 sessions for the world at large on this topic, because I felt that this should be understood and picked up. So let's look at the prompt engineering concept. What is prompt engineering? So here I had created this presentation for a particular type of people, but generically define your objective. Okay, so in prompt engineering, these are few things that we need to take up. One is define the objective to the AI, tell it what you want. Keep it simple. Please don't tell something very hi-fi. You don't use your technical jargons with AI. Tell it what you exactly want in simple terms. Be specific, be very, very specific, and we will take all the examples. Okay, so don't worry about I am talking about something which is a jargon thing and it is not implemented. Okay, and one thing that I want to ensure you is everything is tried and tested, and it is been thoughtfully done before actually telling you or talking to you about it, right? Fourth is iterate and refine. Keep on asking revised questions or repetitive questions till you get the best answer. Avoid leading questions. This is very interesting. I have an anecdote wherein a JN1 version of Corona phase 2 had recently arrived 1 month, 1.5 months back, and a lot of UN crying in the market and in the politics. People were discussing what will happen, how it will transform things. And I happened to ask one question to AI. I said that, will there be any kind of lockdown due to JN1 variant? So AI started telling me that yes, there will be lockdown and people will suffer, and there will be lot of loss of life, and there will be closure of businesses, and you be careful, use mask, and so on, so forth. I suddenly, after 1 month, when I am talking to you, I am realizing that nothing happened. So AI actually predicted everything wrongly. But when I understood what was my mistake while asking AI, can you tell me what was my mistake? Put it in the chat box. What was my mistake when I asked AI that what do you think about lockdown, whether it will happen or not? Come on. I think people are looking at WhatsApp. Ah, very true. Someone is truly saying that I asked the leading question. I asked it whether the lockdown will happen. So I actually prompted it by saying that tell me or justify my thought that there will be lockdown, right? That is not how we should ask. Like, for example, if you if you ask a question which is prompting it or giving it a leading question or a leading answer, it is a good assistant, right? So it will always talk in favor of the boss. So if the boss says that will what you call restaurant industry flourish in Bahrain, so you are already asking him that restaurant industry and flourishing. So you are actually linking your question to get answers in your favor, not against. If you ask him, what do you think about the future of the restaurant industry? You are being generic. You are not asking any leading question. And last, test multiple variants. So at the end, it is you have to test multiple variants of what you do and not be very what you call first answer is the final answer. Don't accept it. Try to do various questions and get on to right answer. Let's take one or two example. Before that, I will quickly run you through the prompt as a template. So when you want to build prompt as a template, first thing first, you have to tell any AI that, like someone said Bard, now it is Gemini from today onwards. So if someone asks what you call AI, it should tell what is he all about, right? For example, I am a medical doctor, I am a chartered accountant, or I am a hotelier, I am a restaurant owner, I am a good investor, I am a HNI, high net worth investor. I am a politician. I am a chapter head of BNI of Bahrain or whatever, right? So whatever you are, please tell openly about your question so that the AI can pick up the persona. If it picks up the persona correctly, all your answers will come accordingly. If you don't set your persona right in the AI, the chances of your getting the answers correctly will be very rare, right? How many of you have actually done this to set persona in the AI? Let me take you to ChatGPT and quickly show you what is persona. Uh, just give me a second before I get onto the screen. Are you able to see my screen? The ChatGPT window? Hello?
Yes,
Okay.
sir, we can see.
So in this, there is a beauty
Yes, we can
that
see.
most of us wouldn't have used. That is to click here where you can see my name, right? Mitesh Katira. Just click here and say settings and beta, right? And go there and tell what is about what all about you, builder profile. So actually tell it that what answers you are expecting, right? Give more ideas about what you are, who you are, and what are your expectations. So automatically you will get the quality answers. I will show you here. Okay. So I am saying that in the custom instructions, I am saying I am a practicing chartered accountant. I practice in tax, accounting, audit, advisory. I am partner with a firm in Mumbai. I have been in this field since 2003. I love farming. Bhagavad Gita is my hobby. How would you like ChatGPT to respond? So you will say precise, short, bullet points, easy to understand, simple language. So immediately the analysis becomes very clear and precise. And we can start talking to the system very easily. Similar to what Keta did in the start of our session, I am sure most of us wouldn't have set this custom instruction right while setting up their ChatGPT accounts. And this is available in the free version also. Although I am using a paid version, in the free version also, this is available. And you can do a free sign up if you have not done through going to OpenAI and just registering chat.openai.com and register yourself with your email ID. It is very simple process and straightforward, free of cost, no ads, nothing. So please try it out. Although I tried it out for more than 4 5 months, I found it worth, and so I have subscribed to the paid version, but no need. for simple usage, you can use free version. So just do these things right. And once you have done this right, immediately the quality of answers will evolve and change, and you will start seeing better answers, better quality answers in the system. Okay, so set up your persona. Now, the next thing that I wanted to tell you is this. Okay, use the verb, right verb. Tell it what you want as an output, right? Like I've just created few verbs: find, research, create, understand, improve, compare, seek, explore, develop, tailor, learn, enhance, plan, evaluate, practice, implement. Right? After 7 sessions, I thought that I will create a library for people to easily implement it and do it just now, immediately. No need to wait for any kind of course or ideas to evolve. Then optional output and length. So here output sentence, paragraph, essay, bullet points, table, step-by-step instructions, structured sections with subheadings. So this will give you a very, very precise output. Tone. Tell it what you want to: high pitch, soft, excited, deeply gravelly, monotone, calm voice, what you want to pursue. People have asked ChatGPT to write a poem in the way, say, for example, in India, or our PM Modi would have done, for example. So it will exactly use similar tone or ideas to communicate what it wants to communicate. Or style, for example, like formal, casual, persuasive, creative, professional, disciplined, concise, elaborate, direct, informal. Right, so this is the output that you want, and then the writing style. So I have created exactly, you can take a screenshot of this as to how this prompt should be engineered. That is tone and style, target, who are your audience. This is very interesting and optional, but very important. If you put it, the quality will enhance further. Like you are sending a proposal to someone, a business proposal, or you are sending someone an invite for an event, or you are talking to someone to share his connects for you to work upon, and something like that, you need bargain hunters, impulse buyers, environmentally skeptics, price sensitive customers. So think of people to whom you are communicating, and the quality of communication will evolve and happen in a better manner. Loyalists, followers, health conscious people, luxury seekers, price insensitive customers, risk averse customer, rational customer. For people who love marketing like me, would love to actually create a lot of posts and ideas with the help of uh, these categories. Okay, so this is the quick prompt structure. I am sure this will be very, very helpful for people to actually differentiate themselves from others in the race of AI. Now, one question before we move ahead with a lot of examples is, do you think that AI will result into loss of jobs after so much of discussion? Come on, let me know on the chat box. Till such time, I will have some water. Yogesh ji is saying no job loss to some extent, to certain amount. Anbu is saying a lot of job losses will happen. Wow, sure. It will require prompt engineers. People have to learn. Yes, Anand Bhai, Arabian Neon, to certain extent, Vinita, new jobs will be created. Yes, this is a positive outlook that people have to some extent. Ramesh Bhai thinking some extent jobs will get lost. Yes. So I will tell you one story. When computer came, people said that you will save at least uh, 90% of your time, which you used to spend on typewriters to write letters and write-ups and take printouts and make a Xerox copy and so on. And computers will change the world and there will be loss of jobs. I am talking about 1990s when people, very senior people like Vijayji, Ramesh Bhai would have been seniors, but people like me would have just born kind of a thing, or maybe 10, 12 years of age. So we were not finding those challenges. But tell me, how many of you are today free 90% of the time after computer came? Almost no one, right? Everyone is busy. In fact, busier than before. People were saying that if this Google will come, people will become free. 50% of the time will be saved. So is anyone free after Google has come? In fact, people have become busier. After smartphones will come, people will become free. There will be no activity to be done. So if you look at last 20, 30 years, all senior people in this group, tell me how many of you have moved from in 1000% efficiency as against what you were before. That is, you were doing something in 10 hours. Now you are able to do it in 1 hour. How many of you think that? Right? So most of us think that yes, lot of technology evaluation happened, lot of things changed, lot of new ideas came in, aeroplanes flew from defense to everyone else, and everything started changing, and we became 1,000 times efficient than we were before. But are we free? The answer is no. Are we jobless? The answer is no. So can an AI transformation make us jobless? No, only thing, only differentiator that will come in play is people who know AI will get replaced, or people who embrace AI will get replaced by the people, or sorry, people who don't embrace AI will get replaced by the people who embrace AI. As simple as that, right? All the people, there will be change in the mindset of the employers or in the mindset of the people with whom you work, whether this guy is able to adopt to the new technology. If the answer comes no, then he will get replaced with someone who knows the technology, who can embrace the technology. And again, the people who have not picked up will suddenly pick up. Like I remember a situation when Botanica Encyclopedia was considered to be a book to be preserved and saved in every home. It was like gold. How many of you have put it in dustbin now for last 10 years? So what happened to Botanica Encyclopedia? Was it not a good book? No, it was an amazing book. Everyone wanted to preserve it. Everyone wanted to prove that he or she is knowledgeable only because of encyclopedia, right? But now it is of no use with the change in technology. So this prompt engineering is the science that everyone should pick up and understand. Let's look at some examples of work that I did with ChatGPT to give you a perspective as to how things can change. Now, this is a simple, what you call, uh, simple interface of ChatGPT. Although I use three versions, one is this, the text version, the other is the Dell .e or Dell -e, which is a image version, and third is a data analytics version. Okay, so very simple, right? Plan a trip, suggest some names, recommend activities, make a story. Before we get into it, people who have not signed up or not tried, I would request that you try this immediately. It can be set up on a mobile phone also. Okay, so this is 3.5. Now I can go to 4 because I have paid version. People who are free, they can use till 3.5. But it's okay, there is no problem. Okay, so now look at the activities, right? I will give you one activity which is very interesting. I was doing a session on networking guidelines by our institute. Okay, so what I did is now this is a secret. Okay, I feel that you all are my best friends and colleagues, so I would openly share this secret with you. That I create lot of content and use it in various sessions and lectures that I conduct all the while. So this is something that is worthwhile doing for all people who are keen in marketing, but can't create so much content because they don't have time. Okay, so there is no problem. So let's look at this. Okay, so our Institute of Chartered Accountants of India made a guideline called as Networking Guideline 2021, and I was called for a lecture on this topic. So I feeded the details to ChatGPT because ChatGPT is updated up to September 22nd, and maybe these guidelines are not available with the ChatGPT. So I told it, please read these guidelines for me because I don't have time to read, right? I just copied and pasted these entire guidelines into a chat. Simple. I didn't apply any mind. I just put it as it is. No formatting, nothing. All clutter, you can see, right? All these unreadable kind of text because I picked up from a PDF file from our institute's networking guidelines file, and I just put it here. And then I asked it certain questions. Like I said, summary of the guidelines, please prepare a nice summary. So it prepared nice summary. I told it only prepare 10 points. Okay, I don't have time to read 50 points, but I want to do this networking guideline session. So give me top 10 points that you feel. Of course, you have to apply your mind, but the point is broadly, it created the guideline. Same work we did with laws and regulations of various geographies that we worked upon, multiple geographies we work upon. Now, not necessarily all the laws are already taught to a system. So there is a concept of trainability, right? So I actually trained it. I gave the information and I asked for the summary. Now see how beautifully it has created the summary, right? Accountability and conflict resolution. I'm just reading one or two lines because of all of you can understand and relate to. So accountability of delinquency in a particular assignment lies with the firm that jointly executed it. Conflict resolution mechanisms are established to prevent conflicts of interest, especially in audit services. See how nicely it has put across in two lines the entire concept of conflict of interest and how conflict of interest needs to be looked at and accountability has to be set between the firms, right? We keep on networking with a lot of firms across the globe, so it is of great interest to me to see to it how our Institute of Chartered Accountants of India thinks through in the networking guideline, and I made a presentation. Then I said, can you create a list of pages for me and the topics that are covered? So it immediately gave me preamble, concerns relating to growth of Indian firms, why networking, three models of networking. Now, whatever I want to read out of it, I will quickly read it. It created a nice summary of pages, right? Now, I did one session on how careers will get boosted with the help of AI. So this is one quick uh, topic that I created for my LinkedIn sharing. This is something very interesting. AI guide for professionals, right? I wrote a write-up in BCICI magazine in which I picked up certain ideas and thoughts and created an article with the help of AI itself for writing an article on AI. Now, budget 24-25. This recently came in India. It is called as vote on account. And the Indian government nicely publishes one book on talking about the concepts of budget in a very, very graphical manner, in a nice, presentable manner, with all the statistical information. So I, as a partner of the firm, wanted to write a note to all the customers. But I thought it is not relevant to put Nirmala Sitharaman, finance minister's speech in the GPT or anything like that. I want simple answer because my customers can't read complex stuff. So I will give simple things. So I just picked up that booklet and copied and pasted in this chat GPT. Okay. And I slowly created. This is called as the what we call chain of thoughts idea. So in the chain of thought prompting, I created this write-up. Okay. which says tax proposal, continuity in taxation for startups and IFSC units, no change in tax rate for corporate taxes. But I said that I am a tax person and I need more data on tax in my note to the customer, because the customer is actually expecting what do you feel will happen in taxation. So I immediately told add some more statistics to the above note on direct and indirect tax side. Now Chat GPT was trained up to September 22, but since I trained it with my own note, it created a nice write-up wherein it talked about what happened to the taxation. So direct tax collection, refund processing, import release time reduction, GST collection, tax buoyancy, industry perception, logistic cost, etc., etc. So it covered a lot of statistics around the topic that I wanted to speak about, and this makes me look like an expert, right? So then I immediately asked, explain the concept of tax buoyancy, because I am not a good writer of what it means by tax buoyancy. And I wanted to add some kind of more gyan or knowledge in my marketing content, right? I wanted to tell that I know many concepts. So I immediately asked it, and it added a nice small write up here on tax buoyancy, and it told how the tax buoyancy changed in the country from being 0.72 in 12 to 16 to 1.22 in 17 to 23. So this immediately made the article very, very nice and clear and concise. See the power. Now I told, please give me a good note or a forward to the above note to my customers. So it wrote actually what I should tell my customers as a managing partner of the firm, and it nicely helped me draft the emailer. So this is just an example of what it can do. Now let's look at this. I just got this the information in the text. You get these text messages wherein it says that so much amount is debited to your account with this particular customer, and this is your balance and so on, right? So I just pasted certain messages randomly and I asked it to summarize nicely. But I was not happy with the summary. So I told it create a table. So it immediately created a table. See how nicely it presented the information which was coming in the SMS. So in the tally, whenever we post a invoice, it will throw the SMS to the owner. But I wanted to put it in a table. So how nicely it put it in the table. I'm sorry. Now, many things, like for example, writing audit programs. We do a lot of internal audits and stuff like that. We were doing one audit for a steel unit in NCR region, and we wanted to go for 4 days. Now my team was asking me, sir, 4 दिन में क्या करेंगे? What all we will cover? So I was also thinking, what all should we cover? I had my bullet points, but I thought, let's ask if I can get a ready-made audit program. So I asked 4 days audit program for new steel cutting unit by an internal auditor. See how clearly I am asking the question for first time as a part of overall internal audit and SOP writing engagement. It immediately threw the day one, first half, second half, what I need to do. Day two, first half, second half, what I need to do. Day three, day four, what I need to do. Right? And what are the follow-up actions that need to be done. Okay, so this is just an example. Now I can improve upon it and see the precision with which it put up the data. Now let's look at this example. I was writing a scope of work for a multinational company, and I wanted to include means of repatriation. I wanted to talk about process of repatriation and tax impact on repatriation of money to India, from India to a other country. So how will I do it? With couple of calls and drawing up a clear consulting program. So I just gave this much information. It clearly drafted a scope of work. This is very, very helpful for the sales people, the marketing people. It will change the way you do marketing. I was doing a RPA, that is robotic process automation workshop with our institute. They told me to write a course for the students to learn the RPA. So in RPA, we included so many things. So I had just bullet points. I just wrote bullet points in Kacha in my WhatsApp, and then I posted here. What's the problem does the RPA solve? Opportunities and threats. These are the points. In the course, we want to talk about Microsoft Automate. We want to talk about UiPath. We want to talk about Copilot. So these are the three areas that we want to talk about. And then we wanted to say course will cover Tally posting, QuickBook posting, Excel case studies, email reading, OneDrive, copying files, all these automation, how will it take care? And key features of the course and who are the faculties. So I just made these three faculties and see how nicely drafted the course. So entire course it drafted for us for whatever 6 hours or 8 hours course, full day program, and it equip yourself with essential skills and knowledge for RPA. See how nicely it made it. So these are certain examples. Let's go to other examples. Like for example, we used this Copilot of Microsoft. Here is a Copilot. Again, we have a Office 365 paid version, so it can create images and a lot of other things. But here is something of interest to people who are investors who want to know how they can analyze certain things. For example, I was just asking what are the revenues of Apple in last January, June, these 4 quarters, June, September, December, March, June. So it created this nice sales, gross income, pre-tax income, consolidated net income, and EPS. I asked it, give me a summary of Apple's statement. Now I can quickly generate Excel also of the same. Okay, since we have a paid edition, it can quickly generate Excel and throw it in the Excel file also. See the power of data analytics, unimaginable capability, right? It can quickly write down all these aspects and put it in a nice chart. Now I can ask it, basis the last data, can you give me prediction June 23, it will be how much? September 23, how much? December 23, how much? March 23, how much? It started giving predictions. These predictions are very basic. We can say, we can give it the model, the statistical chi-square calculations, everything it can do by itself. Of course, I am not an expert in statistics, but I am telling you that if you have an expert in statistics, it can throw right models for you to predict. So a lot of possibilities of prediction. You can ask questions. Vijayji can ask questions on Bing, that give me some issue with typing. List of stocks in the National Stock Exchange or NSC, simple, right? 50, Nifty 50, right? We say Nifty 50 with their half yearly returns. No? So it will quickly analyze and find out which were the Nifty 50 stocks that we are talking about, like Tata Motors. Oh, okay, he's saying not available. Maybe is not able to pick up from the database. But basically, it can give you the list of stocks as well as it will say what is the outcome of maybe we can ask annual. So maybe that can be a good base in which it can give us the answer. We can copy this and again put it here. We can say annual.
But it can never be up to date, no?
It will not be up to date. It will be Annual.
Be up to the last updated version.
Let's say what you call
Annual CAGR. Annual CAGR.
CAGR. That is a good word, yeah. CAGR. देता है क्या देखते हैं. Not available. Oh, sorry. So something is going wrong, but the point is it can quickly give us the list of all the stocks with lot of data. Like we can ask for at least some things like which are available on the stock exchange, like for example, annual revenues of
Or
2000
market cap. You can check market cap.
market cap. Yeah, that is a good base. So you are given a lot of these things, right? For example, where you want to find out what is the market cap, what is the ETF returns and so on. So you can do a lot of these analysis with the help of, but you can't ask questions like what is happening to Reliance and what is happening to Tata, whether I should buy it or not. Those kind of questions are not some things that we should be asking, because it will then slowly say that I don't know the answer. But we can ask such questions like market cap or something like that. I think that answer maybe it will give. So we have to, so it has given a list of items. Now see, it is giving the market cap. So this data is available in the public domain. Right? So a lot of information and lot of analytics can be done basis this information. Or you can ask for 2 years market cap or growing market cap. So it will give for 23 and 24. You can compare between two market caps and see what is the progress in the market cap. Lot of these things can be done. So there is a lot of data analytics capability. For example, put the above data in a table, because you are not able to see how many. So it is also throwing images here, Asian Paint, Axis Bank, and so on and so forth. So we can say above data in a table format. So it will quickly transform the data into a nice table, which you can use it for seeing. See, Apollo, Asian Paints, Axis, and so on. Right? So this is the kind of capability or data analytics power that it has. I can give you wonderful examples in our own work, wherein we want to do audit sampling, we want to do internal audits, we want to do research on a particular fraud that has happened in a company. All these things can be done very, very easily and quickly in this data analytics solution. Now, ChatGPT has in a paid has come up with the full-fledged data analytics solution. So actually, this is going to make a lot of things redundant and change the things in the way the things happen, right? We did a lot of work on doing sampling, but I don't want to show it directly because it is conflict of interest or what you call confidentiality issue. But the point is it can throw a lot of data on samplings. It can throw a lot of data on what you call the susceptible items, the problematic items. Like an example, I was doing an HR payroll analytics, and as a sample, without giving the names of the employees, I threw the data into the system. This is payroll data anomaly check. Um, because it is confidential, I don't want to put it up. But the point I'm trying to make is it could give me the result of how many employees' salaries changed in last months. What was, which were the employees who got drastic increments or decreases? Which were the employees who got duplicate payments? It gave me the idea on which of the employees' data needs to be checked all throughout the year, um, and so on. It gave a lot of information on the anomalies or the issues in the data. So this is very powerful. So if you are dealing with data, like for example, your employees are sitting on a POS, that is a point of sale, and you want to find out whether they are doing any fraudulent transactions with the point of sale, You can put the data into the system. Of course, with the confidentiality, don't disclose the name of the company, anything, because sometimes the data may get stolen, or there can be any issues on GDPR or any other guidelines. So be very careful about the guidelines. But if you give the data, it will immediately tell you what is the kind of fraudulent transactions that have happened, which are the susceptible transactions, which are duplicate transactions, what has gone wrong in the data, in which time frame, that is between 6 to 7, what happened, between 7 to 8, what happened during you were not present in your shop or you're in on your restaurant, and it will be very, very useful for you. So a lot of these repetitive things can be taken up, and it creates a lot of ease. I just made this price reduction or negotiation write-up. This is very common. Everyone wants to use a negotiation write-up. Please help me improve my reply. So someone wrote me to reduce the rates. So I immediately told ChatGPT, can you help me write a nice reply to that customer? And I drafted something for it. And then ChatGPT actually helped me do nicely the write-up. Understanding the dynamics and the nature of our collaboration, we are willing to adjust onboarding charges significantly. Specifically, we propose 50% reduction in onboarding charges from 6 lakhs to 3 lakhs, right, for a 1 year engagement. But we will not reduce the monthly fee. So that is how we trickily help the client to do a work, but we reduce only our onboarding fee. But we presented it nicely by saying that this is our whole, heartful contribution to whatever has happened with you. We will give you a discount in the onboarding, but monthly fee will remain the same. So these are certain examples of what we can do, right? You can write nice holiday itineraries, right? You can create itinerary long weekends in 2024. Which are the long weekends, right? So these are certain examples. You can do what lot of work on finding out English grammar, or doing Excel improvements. When you use Excel, you can improve a lot of things, right? You can create job descriptions for people. So basically, you are doing away with 1 or 2 assistants at least, who are actually doing clerical jobs of answering and replying mails, talking to people, writing WhatsApp to people, and lot of other things. Let's go back to my presentation and talk about certain other angles before we show more use cases which we created. Uh, So there are 3 types of prompts. One is called as thought prompting, short prompting, wherein you are giving ChatGPT or any other tool. Now Bard is changed to some new name. I am not recollecting, but there is a new name. So Google has come up with something called as Gemini. Are you able to see my screen? So Google Gemini is also very interesting. Similarly, ChatGPT, Perplexity, Bard, and Leonardo AI. These are certain. Leonardo actually helps you create images, similar to Dell E. Short prompting, chain of thought prompting, and in style prompting. So we give certain style in which we want to tell something. Like I talked about the style of the Indian cricketer or prime minister or anyone else for that matter, and it will try to create the similar style and tell you how he would have or she would have talked in a scenario. Short prompting means it gives you a lot of ideas and thoughts, and you give it a very short prompting. I created a write-up. I like to read a lot of startup books because a lot of startups who are funded are our clients. So I was writing an article on a book called as The Lean Startup by Eric Ries. And I gave a short prompting saying that what all should I write. Then I said, no, I want to write only on these 5 things. Then I said, I want to increase these 5 things to 7 things. And this write-up became very popular on my LinkedIn, and it gave me a lot of visibility. So I am just giving some examples as to how transformative it can be. in style prompting and chain of thought prompting. We looked at my budget thing or any other thing, for example, data analytics thing. You can keep on asking further questions like why the profitability is shrinked, why the revenue went up, what happened in this quarter because of which the revenue suffered, and it will keep on giving the answers like we did for Apple, right? So it will keep on giving you new further answers and clarifications on what happened. Now, uh, this is an Indian GPT. It is called as Bharat GPT. The IIT Bombay is working very hard on making Bharat GPT. The professor who is involved, Ganesh Ramkrishnan, is a very close and dear friend. And he's been talking a lot about this core over AI. That is a Bharat GPT presentation, and it will change the world in the world of AI. Lot of changes or lot of improvements in the natural language processing, or you can say large language models, is been adopted by our country also. So a lot of work is happening in this direction. So multiple countries, US is trying its own products, Middle East, maybe people are trying different applications. Lot of work is happening. I will take you through certain applications in accounting and tax, which are actually eye-opening and changing the world in a different way. So defective prompting, what are the risks? Biggest risk, I think, is defective prompting. Lot of AI prompts are going wrong because we give AI to junior people in our organization. They spoil the entire manner in which we operate, and they create defective prompts, write something wrong, completely wrong, and they get wrong results, not up to date. Certain times the AI is not up to date. For example, we tried for writing the market cap or something like that, or stock research. Maybe the AI doesn't have the data. Like for example, in case of Apple also, I wrote for 10 quarters, 8 quarters, it gave only 4 quarters or 5 quarters. It didn't give 8 quarters. So there is some issue with the data. Sometimes incomplete understanding. Sometimes we prompt something wrong and the understanding is wrong. And last is data theft. This is becoming a big problem. I'm telling you, it is very important before posting any information of your company or organization. It means that putting this data in public domain. So be very careful before you give any information to AI, and keep it anonymous. Don't inform the AI which company it belongs to, which employee, what is the social security numbers, for example. All this data needs to be kept confidential. So be very responsible while using AI. And while teaching your team members, be more responsible, because junior team members may, it is like a what you call naked power. So this power can, like in case of nuclear power, if nuclear power is used rightly, it becomes electricity. And if it is wrongly used, it can become a atom bomb, right? And it can destroy the entire world. So that is the power of AI. So it is very important that we use it in a right manner. Lastly, what makes AI unique? This is a QR code of my LinkedIn or my contact. If you want to save it, you can just to the QR code. In the meanwhile, AI is unique because it is trainable. You can train the AI. That is the beauty. You can train it with laws, you can train it with codes, you can train it with regulations, you can train it with changes like budgets, and it can get trained. The beauty of training is the training will be according to your style, your uniqueness, your way of using. What is the world spending so much money on? You can see big fours, banks, large corporates, conglomerates spending billions of dollars in AI. You will see that all the money that is spent is because they want to improve the trainability of AI with their product. For example, a TV company we are working with is training the AI to with its entire support module, right? So it is removing the chatbot, which was very boring chatbot. when you go to chatbot, it will say whether the problem is software problem or a hardware problem. Then you will say hardware problem. It will say whether the problem is with the wheel or with the what you call steering or with the dicky or with the rear wheel or the brake. Then you will select brake. Then it will say it is with the rear brake or the front brake. This is very boring, right? But if you go to chatbot and it will tell me what is your problem. And you will tell my rear brake is not properly getting connected to the wheel, and that is why I am worried. And there is a lot of risk of me falling down if the brake doesn't work. It will immediately tell you what may be the reason, what is the answer to the problem, what part you may have to check in your scooter or in your car, and you can immediately check it. So it will actually save huge amount of time of people asking multiple questions. So people are training a lot of chatbots on AI and replacing those boring chatbots that we used to use before. And actually the chatbot revolution happened 2 years back. And now again, the chatbot revolution is happening because of the trainability of the AI. Other thing that is if happening is the trainability means creating Chinese wall between your organizational data and the data of the world. So from the world you can accept all the data, but your data will not go back to the world. So you will save your way of prompting, your machine learning, your data into your own system or your own environment, and it will not allow you to share it with the world at large. So these are two things on which maximum money is getting spent in the world, and large conglomerates are spending a lot of money onto it. Now, Thomson Reuters did some research. It's very interesting. AI will enhance tax and legal work by 78% and 69% risk as major stumbling block to adoption of AI. Right? So actually, the AI will increase the work. Actually, the AI will enhance the activity for people who understand and learn it. The biggest issue in AI is adoption. So as of now, only 4% of people across the world have adopted or embraced AI, and 5% of us are planning to adopt. Most of us in this group are either on 4% or 5% side. So you are above 90%, 91% of people in the world who not even have heard about AI, not even tried it, not even used it anytime. So you can consider yourself a lucky, and I would give you a lot of marks as individuals who want to learn, adopt, and accept new technology, embrace to it, and work for it. Right? So now look at the problems. Now organizations feel that biggest risk is inaccuracy. There is a chance of data becoming inaccurate or irrelevant or picked up from the wrong source. Cyber security, intellectual property infringement, regulatory compliance, GDPR, that is the UK, or you can say European data privacy laws are becoming very stringent. They are almost at the verge of coming out with a guideline for usage of AI with the US or UK exposed countries. So with the UK exposed organizations. So this is becoming big trend. Even India has come out with a data privacy law wherein it is trying to include AI also as part of it. Regulatory compliance, explainability, personal and individual privacy, and lastly, workforce or labor displacement. So biggest challenge is inaccuracy, because of which adoption is not happening. And the smallest challenge is the workforce displacement. In between, there is cyber security, intellectual right infringement, regulatory compliance, explainability, and personal individual privacy. I think organization will fight across all these problems if they can reduce dependency on manpower, if they can get right people at right time, and if they are forward looking and adopting to new technologies, and that is the way forward. So I would think this way, that with all the problems, we have to find solutions instead of worrying about the problems. That is not how we should think. Lot of automation tools have come. In accounting and tax domain, Avalara has done a revolution. It has said that you can ask questions directly to the AI. No need of having a consultant. We will give an open engine which is trained for a particular tax law, say US tax law. You can ask questions, Seattle, Washington, what will happen? Copilot, Microsoft has come up with the Copilot. Already beta edition is up in US. In India also very soon, and in other countries, there will be an adoption of Copilot. It will come along with your Excel, your Word, your PowerPoint to automate your PowerPoint, your Excel and your Word. Now in Excel, you will not be required to write formula. Imagine you will have to only say link these two cells or find out this variable in this row. So it will immediately find out. No need to say we look up some standard deviation, multiplication, any other formula that you are using on day-to-day basis. Immediately it will throw the formula. It will automatically write the formula for you. So Copilot is actually getting implemented. It is like pilot sitting in a cockpit, and besides the pilot, there is another pilot, which is a co-pilot, which is actually helping the pilot to guide through. So all the softwares, including WhatsApp, LinkedIn, everyone will implement AI within itself. So AI will get injected in your blood automatically in all levels, wherever, whatever you do. So that is the kind of speed at which this implementation is happening and behavioral change will take place. OpenAI, we already looked at it. And we looked at the what you call the platform here, and I already showed you Explore AI, in which you can see this these so many so many apps which are built already. Your Canva, your image generators, your logo creators, your diagrams, your Dell E, your hot modes, lot of creative tools already built up on the ChatGPT, what you call ecosystem. Lot of work has already happened. Research, programming, education, lifestyle, and you can keep on seeing through. Right. So a lot of apps have been paid and free built on this ecosystem already, because of the capability to get it trained. Legal is one of the biggest profession that is going to face the problem. So it will have a quantum leap with AI legal assistant. Case text is one of the softwares. You can look at it. It can take away a lot of work in drafting and in representing the matters, in reading the large cases and creating summaries. Lot of this work. Then Joe Black, or I'm talking purely AI tax preparation platform. So 1040 of the US will be auto prepared with the help of Joe Black or. Lot of this work is already happening in India also, in Middle East also. This will take away a lot of basic stuff that we used to do before. Then zero tax AI. This is amazing tool which is already live in US, where they are saying 100% free, all AI tax questions answers free, no commitment on long-term contracts. Answer in 1 second, immediately we'll get answers. But if you want tax professional to review the answer, confirm the AI answer is accurate, response in 24 hours, you have to pay $50. So this is the model that they have developed, and thousands of people are coming on the website and using this tool free of cost. And this is becoming a marketing strategy for this zero tax AI. Your tax manuals or data on case laws is a big area of pain for the lawyers. So it is picking up all the case laws and manuals and tax reviews inside it, learning it, and then trying to create summaries, answers, and becoming very, very prompt in drafting your notes. Tipsy Tom already live in India, because non-disclosure agreement, employment agreement, IP license agreement, all this drafting is taken away and automated by Tipsy Tom. Intuit, we all know QuickBooks, very, very popular. It has already taken away AI, now multiple platforms, SAP, Oracle, your Zoho reports, everyone is becoming AI enabled because it will understand common human language. No need to put any coding or any difficult things into the system. No need to build custom dashboards or templates. You can build your own dashboards on the live platform of AI. So that is the kind of capability that is being inbuilt into multiple systems like QuickBooks or Intuit or Xero, or now maybe very soon in Zoho, in Tally, you will see in Oracle, SAP, all those Microsoft Dynamics, all those will slowly have this assistant. Audit map, taking away a lot of pain from upload, analyze, identify, categorize, engage, export. All this work will get automated. With this, I would like to conclude the session and take up some questions which people have. This is my LinkedIn QR code if you want to connect with me on the LinkedIn. And if you want to connect with me on WhatsApp or something, you can save my V card. With this, I would like to thank everyone and see if there are any questions prominently asked and not covered in the presentation. I will try to cover those questions.
Thank you
Speed,
so much, sir,
yeah,
for the wonderful session. I'll request all the members to put their questions into the chat box, or you can just unmute yourself and ask directly.
sure, yeah. I can't see much questions in the chat box. Uh, but if you have any, I will be very happy to answer. And we will put this recording into the YouTube very soon. So maybe if people want to refer to APMH YouTube channel, they can refer and pick up this video and share with the friends and colleagues. We will be more than happy to add value in your office, in your day-to-day operations. If AI can change and make you grow leaps and bounds. And we pray to the Almighty that your progress, your growth happens. And as the businesses grow, progress, we all grow together and we develop ourselves into a larger and happier community. We will keep on some exercise or the other like this, which will be helpful to the businesses in some form and add value. Yes, someone wants to ask something. How can I use AI for FEMA guidelines? You can use AI for multiple things. Sri Krishna Kanchi. There is a lot of potential in FEMA also. You can use, like for example, latest RBI circular has come. Now, if you want to analyze the RBI circular or you want to create your replies on the basis of the latest circular, you can paste the circular or upload the Adobe file directly into the system, and the system will tell you the summary of the circular, which you would have read otherwise and found out the summary. It will help you draft an article, draft a write up to your customers, create an answer or a reply to a show cause notice on the basis of information that is been fed or trained into the AI. So that is one thing that is very interesting and powerful. Yes, anyone else wants to know anything before we wind up? But feel free to reach out to us. Keta, you can share your WhatsApp number so that people can maybe reach out to us and ask any relevant question that they have. Um, Vijay, you need to unmute actually.
I said on behalf of everybody, we would like to thank you for a wonderful presentation. We opened our eyes and we got some new insights into how the AI operates.
Yes, thank you, sir. Thank you very much for the kind words and encouragement. This will encourage us to do more work on these areas to help businesses add value in multiple things that they do.
I just downloaded the Chat GPT on my phone, and it says for anything you have to go for plus, right? And plus, when I go for plus, it says not available in your country.
Yes, because Bahrain, maybe the app
Has
is still
launched
not
now.
live, but it is live on browser.
Okay, we'll try.
And
It's there.
being chat is on also on Chat GPT 4 model, and it is also available in Bahrain.
Okay. Thank you.
So you
Thank you.
can try both of that. And Bing is also available on mobile phone. Bing Copilot is available on mobile phone. Is equally powerful.
Okay, got it.
Okay, thank you everyone for
Thank you.
patient and wonderful hearing. We will wind up the session and we will be in touch with everyone with our connections. Thank you everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
See
Good
you.
night
Have a
and
wonderful
nice
evening.
evening.